All right, come to a standing position, whatever direction you want is fine. Your feet are going to be parallel, and you want to have your heels basically right underneath your sit bones. So pretty narrow position right now. And then I'm going to make genie arms. You could also do something like this if you want, but stand up really tall, and then inhale, lower down, and exhale, push up through your feet. Really feel the crown of the head reach to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. And if you wanted to just glance down a couple of times, notice what your knees are doing. So often we have a tendency to roll them out or roll them in a little bit. Try to keep the kneecap in line with the second toe here. Let's pick up the pace a little, and we'll do 8, 7, connect to your core for all of these. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to stay on our feet, but what you're going to do now is come into a little second position, so it's a little V, and we're going to do your best to lift your heels up. So it's obviously more challenging to balance. Try to really connect to your midline and squeeze the heels together. Inhale and open, and exhale and press through the inner thighs. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And we'll try to pick up the pace a little. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then go ahead and lower down. Take your legs pretty wide now. You're still turned out, but you're going to be definitely wider than your hips. And come down into a sumo squat and press through the top of the head. Inhale down and exhale up. Inhale lower and exhale lift. And let's continue here. And we have 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. These look great, you guys. And 1. And then the last one we're going to do here is same thing, but on, it's hard to even balance. Feel free to use the wall, by the way. Try to lift your heels up and do the same thing. So lower down and press up through the top of the head. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last time. Okay, awesome. Okay, you can keep facing forward. I just want you to be able to see my profile. So now we're going to do some one-legged standing footwork, really similar to Digasana, which you don't see until the end of 3rd series, but there's obviously a lot of value to it regardless of whether or not it's part of your practice. Really strengthens the feet, the standing leg, and you're going to feel some glute in this one too. So you have a few options here. If you don't have great balance on one leg, you can just keep one foot down like I'm doing here, so that you're going to kind of do a little squat, but you could use your toe a little bit, your back leg, to help you balance. That's fine. If you do have pretty good balance, you're going to come forward into the more of like the warrior 3. And if you feel better balance making airplane arms, go right ahead, lower and lift, lower and lift. So it's kind of like a one-legged squat. Lower and lift, lower and lift. And remember, you can always keep the back foot down to help with the balance. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. Keep the back leg up. And little lifts. Little lift up. Small movement. Feel glute, hamstring of the back leg. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come on up. Give it a little shape. And we'll switch sides. Opposite leg comes forward. And remember, feel free to use your back foot to help guide you through this if you need. Shift forward so that you're finding a capital T-like position with your body. Lower, press through the standing leg. Inhale down, exhale up. Move with your breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then work the back leg. Little lift, 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 lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come all the way up. And come all the way down. Start in a tall seated position so that you're feeling the backs of your sit bones press into the mat and then lengthen up through the spine. Take a hold of the backs of your legs here. Pull the belly in tight. And we're going to start with a little bit of a hamstring stretch here. So just lengthen the right leg and bend it. And then switch. Lengthen the left leg and then bend it and put it back down. And we're just going to alternate here. So reach, reach. And let's do 2 more on each leg. And then this is your last one on each leg. Perfect. And then from here, reach your arms forward. Let's play with the C curve. We've done this every week. It's something you see all the time in Pilates. But now let's think about it a little bit more in the context of Garbha Pindasana, of Ubaya Panukustasana, of any rolling posture. So to be round, you have to roll. And ideally, when you're doing these poses, you feel every vertebra touch the mat. So I know that some of you teach, you probably, you can hear it when somebody's doing it wrong. You hear like this kind of smack on the mat because the low back is often flat for people. So let's work on getting the low back to round a little bit. So it kind of feels like your pelvis slides forward a bit. It's not really going to move, but it does feel like it's sliding forward. And your spine your belly button pulls into your spine, and your spine kind of pulls right through your back. And then sit up again. So I really like the cue, like recoil your stomach like you're getting punched in the gut, because it gives you like a little bit of a visceral reaction. But you're getting punched right in the gut, and you pull the abs in tight to protect yourself. And then sit back up. And then lower down and back up. And let's start going down a little bit lower. You can keep your hands reaching forward like this if you want to. I'm going to hold on to the sides of my thighs because I think it helps me move a little bit more smoothly. Either one is fine. Lower down. Really make that C curve shape. Try to get your waistline to touch the mat and then come right back up. Take it all the way up and lengthen at the top. And we're going to repeat. Belly in tightly, so it feels like the pelvis is sliding forward and the belly button is pulling back all the way through your spine. Touch the waistline on the mat and come up. And let's do 5 more, picking up the pace a little. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale down. And inhale up. 2 more, exhale, and inhale, and then 1 more time. Exhale, and lower, all the way down. So every vertebra hits the floor. Okay, we're gonna move into some pelvic curling, bridge type work here. Feet are a little bit in front of your knees, heels in line with the sit bones, which means they're narrow, like probably about this distance between your knees and same distance in between your feet. And let's just start with a little pelvic curl here. You can leave your arms to your sides. I just want to get mine out of the way in case anyone needs to see me. It's going to be the sensation of the pubic bone, the tailbone pulling to the pubic bone. So you kind of get a little mula bandha-like sensation. And then the pubic bone pulling to the belly button. And then you feel the low abdomen activate and you feel the low back push into the mat. So relax, tailbone drops, low back arches, and then exhale, flatten the low back into the mat, and feel your low belly engage. And let's do that just a couple more times. And just 1 more time. And this time, peel your hips up and off of the mat, and you're coming into the pelvic curl position, which is kind of what we would consider to be a bridge in yoga. and then roll all the way back down, belly in tightly. Feel every bone hit the mat at one point, and then at the end, your low back would not be on the mat. Exhale back up. Inhale, pause. Exhale down, pull the belly in tightly. Exhale up. Inhale, pause. And exhale down. And again, up. Pause. And down. We'll just do a couple more here. Let's do 2. Remember, knees reach forward and it feels like the heels are pulling back and down. So the legs really are doing the work here, but it's a nice warm up for your back. Come on back up, hold it up. We're gonna do a few variations here. Let's start by coming up to the tippy toes. Walk your feet in a little bit to help with the alignment. So your toes are basically where your heels just were, and prance. Right heel pushes down, left one lifts up, and change, and change, and change, and change. And let's pick up the tempo a bit for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift, actually put both heels down, interlace the hands behind the head. You're gonna try to keep your butt up, and you're doing just a little upper abdominal crunch here. So you're trying to basically get your shoulders off the mat, but probably not much more is gonna come up. Lower down, a little exhale up again. So you're gonna feel it right in the upper abs, right along the ribs. Little up and down, and lift and lower. Exhale up, inhale down, and let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then lower all the way down. And just sway your legs from side to side because that's a lot for the back. Let it relax. Okay, from here, let's have you, let me think here, lengthen both legs long on the mat. We've done this one before as well. It's called the roll up. Reach your arms over your shoulders, and then take the arms directly up to the ceiling. Head and shoulders come up off the mat. Look at your feet, and exhale, roll up and over the legs. Inhale, pause here, and then lower down one bone at a time. All the way back down. Pull the rib cage in here, and then head and shoulders float up, see your feet, and exhale, roll up over the legs. Inhale, pause, pull the belly tightly, try to relax the shoulders down your back, and then lower down slowly, slowly, slowly placing your back onto the mat. And exhale. Inhale, pause, and exhale down. Just 2 more here. Exhale. Inhale, pause, and exhale down. And then this is your last one. And let's hold it up this time. Now we're going to move into rolling like a ball. For rolling like a ball, we're basically combining that little C-curve exercise we did and the roll up, and we're putting it into motion. You are going to make your C-curve and then balance on the backs of the sit bones, the front of the tailbone, and take your hands and just hold onto your shins. Relax the shoulders and really try to round your back. And remember, when you're rounding the back, it's not just the upper back, it's really the lower back's actually kind of what you need to work on a little bit more. So from here, roll back, try to land on your shoulders, not your neck, pause, and then roll back up to the starting position. And we'll do it a few times. So try to control the movement, avoid using momentum, inhale to the shoulders, and exhale to the sit bones. Inhale to the shoulders, and exhale to the sit bones. And if